price is way too high. Vladimir Putin needs to die. Gas price is way too high. Vladimir needs to die. I'm the truth and the.
Now listen, that's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Yo, what up, y'all? Y'all remember when I got on here and I called niggas broke? Well, guess what?
It's me. I'm niggas.
Yo, what up, y'all? So I just wanted to bring this up. Today was GME's earnings call, and you know what tends to happen on earnings call, whether it's good news or bad news, whatever the case, the price goes down. This is the reason why I always just look at pre-market and after hours. Now we're going to get into that in a bit, but I bring that up because there's always, it's just like as clear as day, right? Like if I can see it, I'm sure everybody, even the hedge funds, can see this. You know what I'm saying? It's like earnings call happens, manipulation happens, price goes down, and then everybody just turn on each other. Forget about the shorts or whatever, turns on Gary Gensler, turns on, you know, the CEOs of the companies, and turn on each other, while the hedge funds just raking in the money and continuing to pool their resources together to launch it. Who knows when the next attack is going to happen, right? And I say that to say because it doesn't matter what team you're on. You know what I mean? We're all in this together. If we're not part of an institution or organization, we're all in this together. Even those who have 401ks, even those who have pension funds, it's all tied in together. So you guys could fight even the system. So I mentioned this before. The system that brought these plays together is the same system that enables these manipulation practices, right? And at this point in the game, we're right at the end of the day. We just have to let the process run its course. You know, like I mentioned this before, there's no way organically that they can maintain this position with all of us buying in daily, weekly. You know what I'm saying? The money's drying up on Wall Street. Also, what people not pointing out is the money is drying up on the retail side too. So we're about to head into a stalemate. You know what I'm saying? We're about to head into a stalemate where it's like, but if we're smart, which we are smart, you know, we understand that we need to start making bread the legit way and start like not pool our resources, but stack that cash because we're going to need it for one final assault. You know what I'm saying? Because you can just see that they're not done shorting stuff. There's all these other plays, these shiny toys that's popping up. You know what I mean? These shiny plays that's popping up. But retail is just plugging up all the holes. Whatever you guys want to short, we understand how we can find short interest data and all that stuff, whether it's like 100% accurate or not. We understand how to get into position. So just like this is like a financial world war, you know. This is what is brewing. They're lining up fronts, taking different territories, taking over different companies so that they can box retail in hopes that retail does its own internal margin call on themselves as bills pile up, interest rates, inflation. They're hoping that, you know, we have our own margin call where we'll have to take our money out of the funds to pay for groceries and to pay for gas. Like today, gas was freaking out of control. Like when I first got my car, to fill up my tank was $34. You know what I'm saying? Now it's damn near $64 to fill up my tank, right? So as these prices go up, if retail is smart and keeps their emergency funds out of the market, we're able to then have that cushion so that we don't margin call ourselves, right? We are now able to, because if we were to put any sort of money that we can't afford to lose in the market, we'll margin call ourselves, like sell out in droves, right? But we are hip to the game. You know what I'm saying? We're hip to the game. And we made sure that we put in the money that we can lose, and then we have our emergency funds, we have our income, because it's like, whose money is going to dry up first? Is it going to be retail or is it going to be the hedge funds? And they're banking on us, baiting us into these different plays for us to, like, you know what I mean, take everything we got to throw at them, right? So we're smart. We're holding off. I hope you guys are smart and holding off so that we don't got to margin call ourselves and take our money out of these positions. We could afford to hold them as long as we want, right? And yeah, man, like, and the reason why I only look at the pre-market and the after hours is because of the buzzwords, right? The dopamine that it hits when people are given price targets or brackets. It's like these buzzwords are like dopamine spikes. It's like, what is your bracket? What is your exit price, right? Things that we said in the beginning, no price targets, no dates, right? But those are just like the little cookie crumble to play on our emotions, right? So the best way I could avoid those little dopamine spikes is to avoid that type of content, one, and also only view what I feel is important. That's price action, because I believe the shorts are going to begin covering in the pre and post market. Point. Okay, keyword, begin. Not they're going to cover in the pre-market, but begin to, because they have access to whales. Whales have access to the pre-market and after hours. And then somebody was like, not only whales have access to pre-market, you're right. Retail do, but hedge funds, they're not going to look for small bits of 100 shares here. They want bricks of shares. They want 1,000. They want to buy thousands at a time, not your 100 or 30 here and there. That's why I said it's going to begin. You're going to see those spikes. 30 shares dumped here, 40 dumped here by a retail investor in the pre-market is not going to do anything. But 1,000, 8,000, 10,000 shares dumped in the pre-market by a whale, that's going to do something. So that's why I just focus on the pre-market and the after hours, because if I don't see no price action there, I'm just like, all right, it's going to be one of those days. Let me avoid the emotional trolls out there because their feelings are hurt. But if you get hip to however this video finds you, if you get hip to that, then you're gold. You know what I'm saying? You're gold. You're able to just divorce your emotions from the day. You know what I mean? Where people screaming manipulation. At this point, we already know. Gary Gensler knows. The government knows. It's not like you're the smartest person in the room and they're not seeing this day to day. They're trying to put fires out away from the, like, I worked in retail, right? I work in retail, and the front could be clean, front and faced, right? Everything is front and faced, and you're like sweeping the floors, but in the back, it's a fire, man. There's one of your colleagues are crying because something happened. The manager is trying to get somebody to come and cover for that. It's like a madness. So I could just assume that's what's happening behind the scenes. But with us, we're like, yo, look what's going on. They see it, man. So just give yourself a dopamine detox. Get away from these buzzwords that get you all emotional, get you all aroused, and your juice is flowing and all that shit. And just like find a way to manage your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's what they're targeting: human emotion. The algorithms, they're not emotional. They're just like programmed to do something, and that's to push our buttons, right? So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. I just wanted to leave that note, man. I wish I had more access to a bunch of the apes, but that's how the cards are dealt to me. Have a small channel, but over time, I'm hoping that I get to have a dialogue with more of you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's on a live stream or whether it's like just through these vlogs and whatnot. But anyway, if you find this video like helpful or informative, just share it with one of the homies, the retail investors or apes out there, and hold steady, man. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through it together. All right. Drink water, get money, mind your business. Peace.